we are going to learn about the atomic structure. So, atomic structure. So, before that, this atom consists of three things, three particles, as I already told you. They are protons, electrons, and neutrons. Now, protons, they are positive in sign, electrons, they are negative, and neutrons, they are neutral, so no sign. Now, these three are included in a atom. Now, how they are included? In the middle part of an atom. If suppose this is an atom, in the middle you have positive and neutral, positive and neutral. So these two ions are present in the center of the atom, and this central part is known as nucleus. Now around them we have so many shells. One shell, second shell, and third shell. So these are all shells. Hmm? Now these all shells are known as energy shells. Okay, in this shells resides our electron. Okay, so electron is always present far away from the nucleus. So again I am telling you, in the middle part you have the proton, positive sign, and the neutron, that means no sign. So they will always present in the nucleus, and on the surrounding, that means you have different orbits, different shells. On that shells, each shell has different number of electrons. So electrons, that is negative sign, is always present on the shells. They are far away, and these two includes the mass number, atomic mass. Okay, now coming to this shells, I am giving shells each name. Now, for example, first shell I am giving K, second shell L, third M, and fourth N. So these are the name of shells. Again, we will write K, L, M, and N. Now, we already told, okay, I already told that the electrons are present, or the house of electrons are these shells. So each shell, that means each energy shell, should have a number of electrons. We cannot give them maximum number of electrons. There should be a what, a reference, right? So for that reference, maximum number of electrons, maximum number of electrons, short form E minus, electrons can be calculated by 2 into n to the power 2. So this is the number of shells. Okay, that means the number of shells, number of electrons. Okay, so when you calculate, suppose for example, let me clear you. K is the first shell, so 2 into 1, first shell. So that means how much you will get? 2. So K can accommodate 2 electrons. Now L is the second shell. So 2 into second shell. So 2 into 2 raised to 2. That means 2 2s are 4 and 4 2s are 8. So 8 electrons L can accommodate. Now coming to M. M, third shell. So 2 into 3 to the power 2. 3 to the power 2. That means 3 square. So 3 3s are 9 and 9 2s are 18. So 18 electrons M can accommodate. N, that is 2 into 4 to the power 2. That means 4 into 4, 16, 16 into 2, 32 electrons can accommodate by N. So, what you have understood? In K, we have 2 electrons. L, we have calculated 8. M, 18. And N, it is 32. So, when you are thinking of K, how many electrons will come? 2 electrons will come. In L, how many? You can accommodate 8 electrons. In M, that is third shell, you can accommodate till 18. And N, you can accommodate till 32. It will goes on like even number, 64, like that. Okay, so this is how you can calculate. And always remember, when you are going away from the nucleus, energy level will increase because number of electrons will increase. Now coming to by giving you example, right? For example, oxygen, the atomic number is 8. So how we can calculate? You can write first the electronic configuration KLMN. Now K, how much you can accommodate? You can accommodate till 2. So from 8, 2 has been gone to K. How many remaining? It is 6. So till 8 you can accommodate in L, but it is remaining only 6. So 6 plus 2, 8. So oxygen, this is how you can write. For example, nitrogen. Nitrogen is 7. So K, L, M, N. So first cell K will accommodate 2. So remaining 5. So 5 plus 2, 7. So 5. Now this 5, or suppose this 2, this one 6. Now 6 to get, there is one more thing that I will tell you. One rule is there, that is octet rule. Octet rule. Octet rule means if an element should be stable, it should have 8 electrons in the outermost shell. Whichever shell, that means this is its outermost shell, it should have 8 electrons. If it is having 8 electrons, that means it has stability acquired. So octet rule means in the outermost shell you have 8 electrons you should have. Now, so this is the rule. In this case it is 6 electrons. So how many of electrons should it gain to get octet rule? Octet, that means 2 electrons it should need. So that means it will gain 2 electrons, then it will become stable 8. So while gaining electrons or by losing electron, the atoms are, or the elements are in the form of ions. Now what it is, let me explain you. Ions are of two types. One is anion and another one is cation. Anion is negative in sign, cation is positive. T, it is positive, so think like that. Okay, relate. Okay, now negative. When a person is negative, he wants to accept things. So here the same thing, when an element is negative, it is acquiring electrons, it is accepting electrons. So that you remember, anion means the type of ions which will accept electrons. Cation means because it is too positive, so it will give electrons to other person. Okay, sorry, minus, give electrons, positive. So positive, that is known as cation. So ions can be cation, that is positive, can be anion. Now in the case of this oxygen, it is accepting 2 electrons. That means the oxygen will become negative in sign because it is accepting. Okay, so accepting means whoever is accepting electrons, it will become negative. So this much is all about cation and anion, and also octet rule, then the structure of atom, then the electronic configuration. Okay, so every time remember, till 8 we can fill it. After 8 you have to go to next cell. Now suppose here, if you are taking this one calcium, you are taking, it is 20 in number. So how we can write the electronic configuration? Let me write first KLMN. So K, how many goes? It will go 2. So how many remaining? 18 remaining. So L, we know that 8 only will get inside that maximum number of electrons. So 8 plus 2, 10. Now 10 is remaining. So we can write 10 here, but no, if we are writing 10, it will be not stable because here 18 is the number. So below 18 if it is coming, we have to first fill the octet rule. That means it should have 8 first, octet 8 first. After that, how many remaining? 2. So its outermost shell has 2 electrons. Okay, so it can give or take. So think, when you are filling the shells, it should complete first octet rule, then after that. Okay, so this is all about today's class.